It's 2035. You're a happy couple who lives a great life, but feel like something is missing. You need something to complete it. A kid, you think. Now you want to build your own family. You search for hours till you find the right place. The place where you can order your child. You sign in and a catalog is placed before you. It asks, boy or girl? Blue eyes or green? Blonde or brunette? Tall, short, strong, flexible? Now, this may seem like a very ridiculous story to you, and something I just came up with in my mind. But it's not, and I'll show you why. Genetic manipulation has been somewhat of a recent discovery. But before I go on, I think some of you might be wondering, what exactly is genetic manipulation? To understand that better, let's break it apart. In one hand, we've got genetics. This is what you inherit from your parents, or sometimes even your ancestors. I think at least once someone has already told you, oh, how similar you look to your mom and dad. Well, this is your genetics. In the other hand, we've got manipulation. This is when a change is made to your genetics, in the case of genetic manipulation. I think you might be feeling confused, and this may sound very weird. But what if I told you that genetic manipulation could be the solution to some of our greatest problems? Take, for instance, endangered species. If scientists can collect enough genetic material from these endangered animals, it could be a great way of preventing them from extinction. For example, take white rhinos. According to the Nature Conservancy, there's only 5 individuals left in the world, none of them being able to reproduce. But because scientists have stored enough genetic material, they're now trying to make the white rhinos reproduce once more. Another benefit from genetic manipulation could be with curing diseases. We can use this science to prevent, or in some cases even cure people from most diseases. For example, let's say you have a burn. Scientists could regenerate your tissue, which will help the burn heal faster. Or if you need a transplant, if instead of using someone else's, they could just regenerate your own. Genetic manipulation doesn't only work on animals and humans, it also works on plants. Crops, for instance. This could be modified for them to use less water, be resistant to plagues, grow faster, produce more, and so on. This would improve the life of many people who depend on this for a living. And because there's so much more food being produced, it could even get close to stopping hunger. All of these things sound great and will sure make our world a better place. But then you ask yourself, why did I tell you that story at the beginning, if it sounded so awful and ridiculous? Well, unfortunately, if genetic manipulation is not used carefully, it could lead to more damage than good. Now I want you to think back at the story I told you at the beginning. The business from which the child was ordered is not benefiting the world in any way, shape, or form. It's only helping themselves get richer and richer each time. They do this by choosing who you're gonna be. They don't care if you agree or disagree with that. For example, let's say that you may be an arts lover, but you were made to be a professional athlete, even though this is not who you want to be. I also said that plants could be modified, and yes, it comes with its great benefits, but it can also lead to catastrophic results. Big businesses could interfere in the production of these special crops, which will then make them more rare to find, turning them more expensive. This will obviously make all those businesses richer and will tremendously interfere on the life of the people who depend on this. Genetic manipulation can be a very valuable tool. who can help humanity become a better place and improve quality of life tremendously. But it can also be a very dangerous instrument that if not used appropriately, it could be catastrophic. God has gifted men many talents to help make the world become a better place. But selfishness and self-arrogance has led them to use them inappropriately, like in the case of genetic manipulation. This could be something that can solve the world's greatest problems, like I previously mentioned, but it could also be something that creates even more. Thank you.